Hello everyone, Daria here, and welcome to episode 104 of the Slow Russian Language Podcast. Winter has finally come to town, and in Russia we are obsessed with changing seasons. I told you before in previous episodes that it's a huge deal, and everybody is always, oh my goodness, first day of spring, oh, it's first day of winter, and everybody's kind of celebrating this event. I noticed that, for example, in the United States, nobody cares. My husband is always, and what do you mean first day of winter? Nothing changed, the weather is the same, so kind of nobody cares. For me, the 1st of December, I'm like, oh my God, now it's official. Now I can start preparing for Christmas. Now I can get into this winter spirit. And for people around me, seems like it's not that big of a deal. Interesting cultural difference. Anyways, in this podcast today, I am bringing for you my favorite children's winter song. It comes from the iconic cartoon named Простоквашино. If you have been learning Russian, I'm sure you've heard of it. If not, I put a link in the description, so make sure to watch it. It's absolute classic of Russian cartoons and of winter, Christmas, New Year cartoons specifically. Make sure to stay till the end of this episode because I will upload the song itself as usual. So not only you will know the translation, but you can also hear the authentic material. Here we go into the translation. At first, you will hear one of the characters, the postman named Pечкин. He says, Ничего себе. The best way to translate it in English is wow. Wow, look at that. Ничего себе. It is interesting because literally it means nothing to yourself. Ничего себе. But this is the number one expression like wow in Russian. Ничего себе! Exclamation point. Ничего себе. And then he says, your mom is been, I don't know how to say it in English, broadcasted, like broadcast, kind of shown on TV. And she came there in real life on skis, so this postman thinks that it's some crazy technology that she's on TV and behind them is a real person. Kind of a little bit of idiotic character there. So he says, look, your mother, they broadcast her both here and there. Вашу маму и там, и тут передают. Передавать it can mean to give from one place to another, передавать. This пере usually means crossing. And also it's for transmitting some news too, to broadcast in some, I don't know, something. Передавать. So и там, there, and here, и тут. Передают. And then he says, what technology has come to? Exclamation again. До чего техника дошла? Technology, техника. Техника. До чего техника дошла? Хорошо. And then mom says, they kind of skip it in this song, and she says, I told you that I can't live without your Простоквашино. Простоквашино is the name of the village where they are gathering. Я же говорила, что не могу жить без вашего Простоквашино. Я же говорила. We add this же particle to add emotions. Yeah, so of course I told you. So not only she says, I told you that blah, 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 but it kind of, remember I told you. Kind of just a little stronger than just I told you. Я же говорила, что не могу жить. I can't live without your Простоквашино. And then the song starts. It's very short. The song itself is called If There Had Been No Winter. Если б не было зимы. The old way of saying если бы, we have the word Кабы. Кабы, but nobody uses it in day-to-day life. It's very outdated, but in the song it fits perfectly. Кабы, кабы. We actually even have the expression если бы да кабы. Если бы да кабы, when somebody's guessing too much, like blah, blah, so you can tell them, oh, если бы да кабы, just do it. Yeah, stop overthinking, just do it. Get to it and do it. Если бы да кабы. So here, кабы не было зимы, if there had been no winter. Кабы не было зимы. Genitive case, зимы, да, зима, зимы. In the cities and villages, в городах и сёлах. Кабы не было зимы в городах и сёлах. Perfect example of practicing cases. Yeah, genitive case, prepositional plural, в городах и сёлах. We would never have known these happy days. Никогда бы не знали мы этих дней весёлых. Genitive case again. Genitive plural. Amazing. So grammatically, the whole cocktail of cases here. Хорошо. Никогда, never, никогда. Не знали, не знали. We wouldn't know. Yeah, we wouldn't have known. These happy days. Этих дней весёлых. Okay, не кружила бы малышня. Малышня. The little ones wouldn't be circling around the snowman, but actually here it is snowwoman. So in Russian, не кружила бы малышня возле снежной бабы. So we do have the word snowman, снеговик, снеговик, coming from the word snow, снег, снег. But snowwoman, снежная баба, снежная баба, snowwoman. So if there were no winter, little ones, малышня, малышня. It's more like a slangish word for children. Малышня, little ones, kids. Kind of rugrats, you can even say, I guess, малышня. Around the snow woman. Возле снежной бабы. Кружить возле снежной бабы. Кружить is the verb to circle, kind of moving around something. We can also use it with cars when you can't find the destination and you keep going different roads, you can't find it. So we can say кружить по городу, kind of circling around the city. Кружить. Not necessarily you're moving in circles, but we just still use this verb. Кружить. Кружить. And then the ski track wouldn't be winding. If only, if only, if only. Не петляла бы лыжня, кабы, кабы, кабы. Петлять is another way to say кружить. So imagine how do you call it? Петля, it's like oh my God, I have only dark associations. You know, when people hang themselves, they have this circle in the rope. How do you call it? So that's called петля. Петля, but of course it's not necessarily for hanging yourself. Oh gosh. Okay, so петля, yeah, it can be петля on the clothes to button. Oh, I should have translated it in advance. Sorry, I forgot. So петля, and we make the verb out of it. Again, kind of moving in different circlish directions. Петлять. Also, we can use it when somebody's lost or drunk, for example, so he can't walk the straight way, and he just kind of left, right. So if you look, for example, on the snow and the footprints, they will be all twisted. So we would say петлять. Here they talk about the ski tracks, you know, those prints left on the snow after somebody goes on skis. Петлять, лыжня. Skis in Russian are лыжи. So this trace left by them is лыжня. Хорошо, let's listen to the whole thing. It's very short. I just take a long time to translate. So listen. Кабы не было зимы в городах и сёлах, никогда б не знали мы этих дней весёлых. Не кружила б малышня возле снежной бабы, не петляла бы лыжня, кабы, кабы, кабы. As it kind of if, only, if only. Хорошо, and the second part, again, starting the same, if only it weren't winter. Кабы не было зимы. If winter never existed, right? Кабы не было зимы. And summer all the time. And all the time it's summer. А все время лето. Все время, all the time. Very useful expression. In day-to-day life, we use it all the time. Все время. Все время. For example, you're always late. Ты все время опаздываешь. Or you're always busy. Why can't you ever find time for me? Ты все время занят. So this все время we use, I think, even much more frequently than the word всегда. Всегда, always. Right? In daily life, we use this all the time. Все время. Все время. Okay, we wouldn't know this New Year's chaos. Никогда б не знали мы... No. Мы бы не знали кутерьмы. Да, we wouldn't know this chaos. Кутерьма is a very interesting, kind of again a little bit old word for this pleasant chaos. Kind of when everybody's running around, preparing, but in a good way, not in a bad way, but with anticipation, kind of in a, just nice, exciting, Кутерьма, новогодний, New Year's chaos. Remember that in Russia, we do not celebrate Christmas the way the Western countries do. We do not celebrate it in December, and Christmas tree in Russia is not for Christmas. It's for the New Year. So we do everything that other people do. We decorate stuff, we buy the same ornaments, we do the same stuff, but we do it all for the New Year. And in Russian, we call it New Year tree. We don't call it Christmas tree. That's why here she says this New Year chaos. But it's what she means is in, for example, American way, that would be this Christmas chaos. You know, when Target, right after Thanksgiving, is full of Christmas stuff the very next day. Or I think even earlier, this year when Halloween was over, November 1st, all the Halloween stuff is moved until next year and everybody's obsessing over Christmas. So this is chaos when TikToker girls run around buying hundreds of pillows they're gonna show. This overconsumption these days is just weird. I just observe it in Target several. Gosh, it's getting out of control. People are recording themselves buying stuff, and then what is going on? I don't know. So in Russia, kind of the same, but we do it about the New Year, which I love. It's my favorite holiday. I'm obsessed myself. But trying to restrain myself with this Christmas overconsumption. A lot of ornaments. So, same in Russia, but about the New Year. Да, Новый год. Okay, so кутерьма, New Year chaos. Then Santa Claus, but not exactly Santa Claus. In Russia, we have Grandpa Frost, remember? Дед Мороз. So Grandpa Frost wouldn't rush to us through the potholes. Potholes, how do you say it? Again, it's kind of bad word in English. Sounds like as if the roads are bad, which they are in Russia. Not in all cities, but in many cities the roads are horrible. But here she uses the word ухабы. Не спешил бы Дед Мороз. Grandpa Frost wouldn't rush к нам через ухабы, through potholes, but ухабы actually means more like the snow, little, how do you call it, like snow humps or something like that, when there's a lot of snow, and it becomes those little mini mountains next to the roads. I guess only in some countries you can observe this. In Russia, especially in colder regions in Siberia, it's, Ukhabы. So it's not that the roads are bad, but she talks more about how he's walking through the snow, trying to move through the snow to get to the kids and give presents to them. Ukhabы. Хорошо, and the last line, the ice on the river wouldn't freeze. If only, if only, if only. Лед на речке б не замерз. So this b is... how do you call it? So in English, you say if something, something. If I were, I don't know, younger. In Russian, we show it with this b. Sometimes it's long b, but for shortening version, we use just b. Лед на речке б не замерз. So it's kind of almost swallowed there in the middle of the phrase. Look at the text and you will see this b there. Б. Лед на речке б не замерз. Кабы, кабы, Кабы. Хорошо, let's listen to the second part again, and then we'll listen to the song. Кабы не было зимы, а все время лето. Мы б не знали кутерьмы новогодней этой. Не спешил бы Дед Мороз к нам через ухабы. Лед на речке б не замерз. Кабы, кабы, Кабы. It's such a cute song. If you imagine these pictures she's describing, freezing river, and before people were going skating on the river surface. So it means people would go skating, doing ice skating, and little children running around building a snowman, snow woman here, and Santa Claus, Grandpa Frost, is rushing through snow to bring... it's just so cute and so comfy, this song. I absolutely love it, and I've been loving it my entire life since the first time I watched this cartoon. It's very short, highly recommend it. So that's it for today. Before we listen to the song, I invite you to my annual Christmas course because I am in love with this whole Christmas attributes and decorations and everything and traditions. So this course is just for December and is going to be 4 weeks. So there will be 4 modules, week 1, week 2, week 3, and of course, week 4. We talk about how Russians celebrate New Year and Christmas. So it's more about a cultural course, but of course, I implemented the Russian language learning part into it. So we will learn what are the main characters related, because we don't have elves, we don't have Mrs. Claus, or we don't have them. No, in Russia it is completely different, and it has a very long, rich history, why we don't celebrate it in December, why we celebrate it in January, and why all these things switched to New Year rather than Christmas. It has to do a lot with the Soviet Union. So I will explain that all, and we will talk about the traditional Christmas and New Year table. I will talk about all the traditions related to these holidays, and I will give you the most popular Russian movies about New Year and Christmas. I include them both with English and Russian subtitles, so you will be able to not just enjoy it culturally, but work on your language as well. What else? And just for the Christmas spirit. Also, I forgot, a Russian language advent calendar. So there will be 24 days of cute, colorful Russian tasks to learn the language. So a little bit every day. You can print it. It looks amazing, very cute, and just to create some spirit, because this is such a wonderful time of the year. I don't know, just colorful, at least some joy, because these are definitely not the easy times, let's put it like that. These times are quite dark, let's be honest. So these I don't know, just little Christmas events, New Year events, just at least something bright in my Russian life, in the sad reality of wars and everything like that. Okay, so I invite you. We start December 1st, and you can join right now. The link is in the description. The price is $49, so it's about $10 a week of cultural and language learning materials. Okay, that's it for today. I've been talking way too much as always. So now enjoy the song, and I hope to see you next time. Пока-пока!
Ничего себе! Вашу маму и там, и тут передают. До чего техника дошла.
Я же говорила, что просто не могу жить без нашего Простоквашино. Кабы не было зимы в городах и селах, и никогда б не знали мы этих дней весёлых, не кружила б малышня возле снежной бабы, не петляла бы лыжня, кабы, 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 не петляла бы лыжня, кабы, кабы, кабы. Кабы не было зимы, а все время лето, мы бы не знали кутерьмы новогодней этой. Не спешил бы Дед Мороз к нам через ухабы, лед на речке бы не замерз, кабы, 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 лед на речке бы не замерз, кабы, кабы, кабы. Кабы не было зимы в городах и селах, и никогда б не знали вы этих дней весёлых.